One of you is doing too many fucking chores. That person better get laid now. Somebody doing too many chores at your house? Okay, so this is just an impromptu video that I decided to do out of the blue. I don't expect to have much participation until the replay, so if you do join me, thank you for joining me on the replay. I'm still trying to figure out how to get this. Somehow, there we go, there we go. Okay, I want to talk to you about what's going on right now. Have you been feeling emotional? Have you been feeling not enough? Um, have you been feeling very in your feelings, like deep, deep, deep in your feelings right now? Okay, I'm going to take you back. Welcome. Whoever's there, can you like the video to let me know that you can hear the sound and the video quality is half decent? Or can you comment and let me know you're here? Well, bye. Whoever you are, I can't tell who's here and who's not, so apparently you must have heard me or didn't. I don't know which. Anyway, beginning on July 30th, I want to remind everybody that Chiron is going to go retrograde. And on July 30th, Venus is going to move into Cancer. And so if this is where you are, you're right where you're supposed to be. Chiron retrograde, Mercury retrograde is still very much in play. Okay, so I can't talk. When Mercury retrograde, whoever you are, if you're a fan of the channel or even want to be, can you like the video to let me know you can hear me okay? What the fuck is wrong with people? Can you not hear me? Let me see what's going on here. I'm gonna try and see if I can figure this out. There we go. Let's see. Okay, Dreaming Dragonfly. Let's see if I can find myself live on here. Nope, not gonna let me. So, is somebody out there that can let me know you can hear me? Can anybody hear me? If you hear me, like the video, please. Or comment on it. Can you hear me? I have no idea if you can hear me or not. Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? Please, somebody respond. Comment. Say hi. I don't bite, I promise. I want to know if you can hear me when I have this microphone plugged in. Can you hear me now, baby? Can you hear me now? I've been trying to get somebody to tell me for the last freaking 10 minutes if they can hear me. Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, so my microphone, Mercury is screwing with my microphone. You hear my parrot back there whistling? He's saying hey to you guys. He's in the bed. All right, empathy, baby. Did you have a question before I get started? J is for June. Thank you so much for being here. And I am going to ask Spirit to help me with this reading because I can't do it without Spirit's help. And I'm going to let Spirit decide what it's about. All right, go ahead and post your question, empathy. I'll take a couple questions before I get started on the reading. I mean, I'm not opposed to doing just Q&A if that's what you guys want to do. I typically like to have a moderator, but I mean, I've been doing this channel for 6 years with and without a moderator, and I can handle it either way. Hey, Mimi. What's up, baby? Thank you for being here. You guys, hey, Ronaldo, make sure you're subscribing to the channel because like 70 or 80% of the people who watch me are not subscribed for whatever reason. And I'm trying to grow the channel. Okay, did Fahad make his new Instagram account to search me up? Okay, let's ask that first. We'll do one question at a time. Did Fahad make a new Instagram account to search empathy up? I'm gonna guess probably so. Abundance, and there's nothing better. Is he getting money from you when he can? Or maybe he's just like, listen to your intuition, there's nothing better. Did he make the Instagram account to search her up, Spirit? May I see, please? Yes or no, may I see, please? Thank you, Ronaldo. Thank you, baby. Alright, did he make the Instagram account? Meditation won't bring answers, get more information. Alright, give us more. Did he do it to search for her? No, he did not. Okay. Be assertive. So, no, he did not do this to search for you. I'm sorry to have to break that to you. But he did it to be more assertive. So somehow he's trying to put himself out there. He may have done it for somebody else. Let me go back down. You're welcome. Hey, Dippin'. I'm not quite finished with your question yet, empathy. I was just getting started, but a lot of stuff came in between there, so I gotta find your question again. You retracted it, sweetheart. Okay, well, I guess you got your answer. Yes, Dippin'. Who's next? Who was next? Did anybody else have one? Oh, what voodoo magic is this? Why are you even here if you don't like what's going on here? If you want to stick around and find out, hang out and you'll see what voodoo magic is happening here. Okay, what I'm planning on doing. Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad you did. You know what? Spirit probably has you here for a reason. No, it is not voodoo magic. I'm reading energy. Everything in the universe is made up of pure energy. You learned that in basic science class. In the name of Jesus Christ. Okay, well, I believe in Jesus Christ as my personal Savior, and this is the Holy Spirit's gifts towards me. So, if you want to call it voodoo, call it voodoo. It makes no difference to me. I respect your gifts, just respect mine, okay? Because Spirit can answer me in any way Spirit chooses. Okay, you want to know Simran's current feelings for you. You've gotten less communication. Alright, let's see if we can find out. Alright, Spirit. In the name of Jesus and by the Holy Spirit of the living God, may I please see Dippin' Simran. May I see Simran's current feelings. That's right, Dippin'. Yes, that's right. They want to have a foundation and not fight. Show me Simran's current feelings. Why have they gone a little bit more quiet lately? What are they feeling that they've gotten quiet lately? They've been timid, suppressed, and they've been clashing and having... It looks like maybe there's been a bit of a fight between the two of you. Or maybe a disagreement, or maybe they've had a disagreement with somebody else and they just aren't talking to you because they're in their feelings about that. Show me their feelings towards dipping, Spirit. May I see, please? Holy Spirit, may we see, please, Simran's current feelings towards dipping. Why the silence? Why the silent treatment all of a sudden? I will tell you that things did get a little quieter. There was a lot of communication happening, though, when Mercury first went retrograde. And then, yeah, they are conflicted about some decisions, and they're sending that hot and cold. They're doing that hot and cold thing, that in and out BS, where they're not actually being completely quiet, but they are conflicted about something, and it has to do with something they don't want to let go of. They could be a drinker also. They could like very exotic mixed drinks. Why are they doing this? Because of being nourishing somehow, and soul finding. Because if you heard at the beginning of the reading, we are all going through Chiron in retrograde. And when Chiron is in retrograde, Chiron is what they call the wounded healer. And if you don't know what your Chiron is, you can look it up. I'm going to tell you real quick what mine is, and that might help you. If you have, I have Astro Matrix, and I use that. I'm not endorsing their products, but it does help me to understand astrology better. And it also helps me to understand myself better, because it tells me what's going on in my chart all the time. And right now, Chiron is in Aries in my chart. And that's where my Chiron always is. This is what my Chiron is. Having Chiron in Aries in your birth chart signifies a journey of personal injuries, both physical and psychological. But you're not just an ordinary victim. Your ability to heal quickly, even in the midst of fresh wounds, sets you apart and leaves others astonished by your resilience. However, your challenge lies in developing a strong sense of self. And remember, we were going to be questioning ourselves. Perhaps you have been plagued by crippling self-doubt and a lack of self-worth, which may have made you feel undeserving or hesitant to assert yourself. To embark on a healing path, it's essential to discover your true identity and embrace your higher self. By doing so, you possess the power to empower others, as you intimately understand the feeling of powerlessness. Your actions are guided by impeccable timing and compassion, allowing you to support and catalyze others, making them feel truly alive. People with Chiron and Aries are as tough as nails, having endured the trials of the school of hard knocks. Regardless of the harsh times you grew up in, whether it was the 20s, 30s, or 70s, you have persevered through an era that was unkind to children. It's important to acknowledge your resilience and give yourself credit for how far you've come. Surprisingly, the same person who once told you to suck it up can now offer you support during difficult times. Your presence radiates healing energy, touching those around you. Embrace your unique experiences and use them to foster a variety of uniqueness in your own life and the lives of others. Reflect on how your past injuries have shaped you into the resilient individual you are today. How can you use your experiences to empower others and bring about positive change? Wounding and healing. With Chiron and Aries, you may experience profound wounding related to self-assertion and identity. This placement often signifies a struggle with feeling inadequate and unworthy, as if your very existence is under question. The wound here can feel sharp and personal, cutting to the core of who you are. However, the path to heal is also inscribed with the placement. By confronting these deep-seated insecurities and embracing your individuality, you can transform your vulnerability into a source of strength. Healing begins when you recognize that your unique identity is a gift to the world, not a flaw. The journey through these wounds can lead to profound self-awareness and empowerment as you learn to assert yourself and honor your true nature. You become a beacon for others who struggle with similar issues. Your healing becomes a testament to the power of embracing one's true self. You have to become vulnerable and you become compassionate. It'll open a channel for deep vulnerability, often making you feel exposed and raw in your interactions with others. Damn, I went through that today. This vulnerability is not a weakness but a pathway to genuine compassion. By acknowledging your own wounds, you become more empathetic to the struggles of those around you. This placement encourages you to cultivate a profound sense of compassion, both for yourself and others, as you navigate your own healing journey. You develop a deeper understanding of the human condition, realizing that everyone carries their own set of scars and struggles. Through this compassion, you can foster connections that are based on authenticity and mutual support. Your willingness to be vulnerable allows others to feel safe in their own imperfections, creating a ripple effect of healing and understanding in your community. And then it just goes on. I'll just finish it. Chiron in Aries offers a unique opportunity for personal growth and the acquisition of wisdom. Your wounds, though painful, are the catalyst for profound self-discovery and transformation. Each challenge you face becomes a lesson, guiding you towards a deeper understanding of yourself and your purpose. As you work through your wounds, you gain insights that can only be earned through lived experience, the school of hard knocks. This wisdom becomes a valuable resource not only for yourself, but those you choose to guide and inspire. Your journey of healing and growth becomes a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. In embracing your personal growth, you also develop a sense of inner strength and resilience. This growth is not linear, but a continuous process of learning, unlearning, and relearning. Your wisdom born from your wounds becomes a guiding light for your path and for those who walk alongside you. And this is my Chiron. Do you see that? Do you see that in my life? Like, before I created this channel, I was a complete lost soul. This channel has truly given my life a springboard for me to achieve this healing, because I do have so many lived experiences that I have been through, and I have a lot of empathy for others. There is no judgment on this channel, and it will not be tolerated from anyone who comes here. It's a place for you to come and be transparent and ask what you need to ask and try to get the answers that you need to get the answers to without any judgment from me or anybody else. And am I the best reader on YouTube? Hell no. But I'm here, and I try to do the best that I can. I try to do the best that I can. And I try to be the best person that I can outside of this channel. Not just while I'm on this video, but I try to live what I speak, okay? And that oftentimes involves me humiliating myself, because when I F up, I have to admit that. I have to come up here and admit that I made a mistake. I can't just pretend like I'm all perfect and that every hair is always in place. Because for one thing, my hair is never in place. But for another thing, I'm in my 50s. So right now I feel that this person's Simran is actually going through their own thing, and it has nothing to do with you, baby. I think you're doing great. How do they feel about dipping, Spirit? Show me how they feel about dipping all the time. Not just right now, but all the time. They're longing for you, but somehow they feel like this is a curse. Maybe the fact that do you live in different places? Do you have distance between you? Dipping, are you here? Why do they feel like this is a curse? I feel like there's distance here because of third-party influences. So somebody got in the mix here. Somehow there was a third party that got involved. Okay, so what are they going to do about this? Oh, wait. There it is right there. They're going to try to start this over. Clarified beginnings. It looks like they want to try again. There's been some dishonesty here. Oh, look at there. This person's under stress right now. And they feel like maybe there's been somebody being shallow. Or they just feel hollow, empty, and bored. There's been somebody that got involved here, and they may have been doing witchcraft. Have you been doing witchcraft to make this person long for you? I think you're at a distance from them. I think you're at a distance. That's what I think. Are they at a distance? This person is distracted. They got sidetracked somehow. And they've been delayed. Something changed and they got sidetracked and delayed. I do feel that they're at a distance from you. Look, this is probably a soulmate, or maybe a soulmate got in the mix. I'm not sure which. It looks like there may have been a soulmate in the mix now, like somebody got in the mix. Divine masculine energy in reverse. Yeah, they're with the wrong person. Or they have been. They have very fond memories, but they're not hoping that this will work out. That's what I'm getting for you. Yes, you may ask a question. Now, Bernita. Make sure you subscribe, please, all of you. Thank you. How you doing today, Nabernita? You're welcome. Did it make sense, Dippin'? Did you understand what was being said? Because a lot was coming out. I don't know if there's a third party involved that was doing some witchcraft, or if they were just feeling negative. That card can just be about negativity. But it looked like they were longing for you, like they couldn't be with you. And you don't have to talk about it further if you don't want to. Nabanita, honey, are you still here so you can post that question, or are you trying to write it out? I'll give you a few more minutes. You might just be trying to write it out. While I wait for you to write out your question, I'm going to find out what song Spirit wants to give us for this reading. Because I have no idea what Spirit even wants to say tonight. If you have anything else you want to add, then feel free to add. I'm happy to answer anything else I can for you. Alright, Spirit, where's my songs at? I don't know where things are on this phone just yet. I'm still learning. There it is. Okay, Spirit, may I have a song, please, for this collective? What song would you give us for this reading right now, tonight, that we're reading about? What song would you give us? May I see, please? Oh, wow. I got Sober by Stain. Every shadow just behind me, shrouding every step I make. Okay, there's Nabernita. I'll hold off on the song. What will your ex-girlfriend, Abista, think about you? What does she think about you currently? What does Nabernita's girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, my bad, ex-girlfriend. What does the ex-girlfriend think about Nabernita? May I see, please? Thank you all for being here. Make sure you're all subscribed, okay? And set your notifications so you know when I go live. I try to go live so that everybody has a chance to be here. Show me what the ex-girlfriend's current thoughts are towards Nabernita. May I see, please? Healing. And use your intuition about not healing, Spirit says. Alright, may I see the current thoughts of the ex-girlfriend? I keep calling it the girlfriend. She's got heart fog. Divine masculine is here, and silence. So it looks like she's not talking to you because right now her heart is all messed up and blocked. She's got it looks like she needs her heart chakra clear. And she doesn't understand that you're divine masculine. Did you know this was a twin flame, Nabanita? Okay. She's not conflicted though when it comes to this. She's just got heart fog. I think she knows it, but she doesn't want to believe it. Somebody could have left you something on a fogged up mirror, like where they wrote something. And when you fog up that mirror, you can still see whatever they wrote. So that's happened to somebody because I'm seeing it. Hey, Rachel. It looks like to me she's got heart fog, but she's not conflicted. Clarify her heart fog about divine masculine. Woo! She's almost at her breaking point with avoiding you. So she's close to breaking the silence, it looks like. Let's see if we can find out when she might break that silence. When might this ex-girlfriend, this is the divine masculine, it looks like. When might she break that silence? In May. It looks like the last time you talked to her might have been last fall. And it looks like she's not going to break the silence until May. Spirit says you're not allowing things to come. I know it's hard to wait when you're, really wanting to hear from somebody. It can be hard to wait. But there's a divine masculine energy in reverse here. Sometimes that can mean a false flame, though. I'd like to get clarity on that. Is this a twin flame, Spirit, for real, or is it a real twin flame? Spirit said it's up to you. Perfect timing. Something is up to you, and something's going to happen in perfect timing. Does that mean yes? Within the next few months, success. You're going to have success with something within the next few months, but you have to do something. You didn't tell me if this is a true twin flame. Spirit said look for a sign in recovery. A year from now. So in about a year, in May, you're going to hear from this person again. I'm still not getting a yes on the twin flame, though. I'm going to be honest with you. Let me see. These cards right here have it in them. Is this a twin flame, Spirit? They're spying. Somebody's spying here. And look, somebody has a lot of bitterness. They're angry. They're hurt. Resentful. Are they a twin flame, though? Something ended. Alright. They're spying on whoever ended. Look, they want to start over. They want to return. They don't want to have any more dark influences, third-party influences that caused y'all to have a fight and not have a new beginning. So that's what happened here. They're still, but yeah, one day, someday, another time. Is this a twin flame? Last time I'm going to ask. They've been in pain and they want to confess that they don't have any lust when it comes to chasing and feeling conflicted and trapped and keeping secrets. I'm still not getting twin flame. I don't think this is a twin flame. I think that the reason why there was heart fog is because this is a false flame. And she is mad at you. Yes, she is. She's not going to talk to you again until next year in May. Unless something changes. Look, you might get a phone call. See what I'm saying? Something could change. Let's see what they have to say. Hello? She just is calling to try to help me. So maybe this person's going to call you for help or to help you. You could get a call. Did you see how that phone just rang during your reading? You might get a call before next May. Okay. So it was in the fall in the past, but not last fall. Well, it looks like you could hear from her in May at some point. Can you give me more specifics about when they're going to hear from her in May? Something happened in the fall in the past. Give me more specifics about May. Something's going to happen tomorrow, Spirit says. Tomorrow night. I don't know what Spirit's talking about, but something's going to happen tomorrow night. Did you hear that phone ring? And you remember it said that you needed to do something. It's up to you if you want to have success. Maybe you need to call this girl and apologize. Have you thought about that? And also, the best way of apologizing is changing your behavior. So, I mean, this is my thoughts about that. If you care about this person and you really want them to be a part of your life, it wouldn't hurt to call and apologize for the horrible things you did. At the very least, you'll have the integrity of saying, I made amends. And if they don't want to hear it, then you tried. You're not going to lose anything by at least trying to make it right. You might not get them back. I'm not saying you will, but it was saying if you would be assertive, that things could be successful. And as soon as I said that, that phone rang. Well, how about call her? Or text and tell her you're sorry. What did you say when you text her? Did you say you were sorry? You might not have the right phone number. If it's been 5 years ago, she could have changed her number 3 or 4 times now. I would pick up the phone and call. I'm much better at phone calls than I am with text messaging. You did? Okay, well then listen. If you did and she didn't want anything more to do with that, then there's not anything you can do about it except move on. I'm sorry to have to tell you. And it might come back around again. It might. Because there was a May, but I don't know of what year. It didn't say. And those cards, they don't really specifically give me time frames like that. They just tell me months. But something's going to happen tomorrow night, is what Spirit just said to me. So let me come back and let me know this weekend what happens tomorrow night. I don't know whether it has anything to do with this girl. Can you give me more specifics about the time when they might hear from this girl again? May I see if are they going to hear from this ex-girlfriend again? I mean, it's a good time right now during Mercury retrograde. Not in April, on a Friday, and not on a Saturday, and not on a Monday. So, it won't be in April. When did I say it was going to be? I can't even remember. I'm telling you, when I'm channeling, I don't know what I said. Okay, I said May. So, it's going to be in May. Not on Saturday, on a Friday in May, and not on a Monday. So, if you look at April's calendar, you should be able to kind of pin it down to when the Fridays are in May. You see what I'm saying? And that'll give you a date. Spirit's pretty nifty when it comes to giving that timing thing. But I will say this, that people's free will plays a big factor in timing. And so I wouldn't put a lot of stock in anything when it comes to timing. It could be close, but it could be a little bit. My hand is itching. Someone's going to come into some money. Or there's a gold digger. I don't know which. Let me get back to the song right quick. The song is about addiction. And this person that you're dealing with, or you, one or the other, could have been dealing with or could be dealing with this addiction. Every shadow just behind me, shrouding every step I make, breaking every promise empty, pointing every finger at me, waiting like a stalking butler, whom upon the finger rests. Murder now the path has lost me, just because the sun has set. Jesus was an effing whistler, nothing but the past is done. Jesus motherfucking whistler, nothing but the past is done. Why can't we not be sober? I just want to start this over. Why can't we sleep forever? I just want to start this over. I am just a worthless liar. I am just an imbecile. I will only complicate you. Trust in me and fall as well. I will find a center in you. I will chew it up and leave. I will work to elevate you just enough to bring you down. Mother Mary was a whisperer. Nothing but the past is done. Motherfucking whistler. Nothing but the past is done. Why can't we not be sober? I just want to start this over. Why can't we drink forever? I just want to start this over this time. I am just a worthless liar. I am just an imbecile. I will only complicate you. Trust in me and fall as well. I will find a center in you. I will chew it up and leave. Trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me. Why can't we not be sober? I just want to start this over. And why can't we drink forever? I just want to start this over. I want what I want. I want what I want. I want what I want. And when we have an addiction, don't we want what we want, regardless of what kind of addiction we might find ourselves having? We just want more of what we want. And we'll do, say, beg, borrow, and steal from anybody to get it. And that's just facts. Been there, done that, got a criminal record to prove it, not proud of it. It just is what it is. And somebody in this collective is struggling with somebody's addiction, whether it be their own or whether it be somebody else's. And that is no fun, because I struggled with one myself, and then I watched my husband go back to struggling with his own. And he ended up dying on the steps of my house out there, waiting for me to take him to the hospital, because he was too stubborn to let me take him the night before. And even if I had him, I think he was so far gone at that point that they wouldn't have been able to save him. But they would have been able to at least let me have a chance to say goodbye to him. But instead, we said goodbye with our eyes, and we looked at each other in each other's eyes. And when I looked in his eyes, I don't know how to explain it to you, but I saw his soul. And my soul and his soul say goodbye to each other. Because when he pulled off, as soon as he pulled off, he called me. And he said, don't forget to come and get me in the morning at 7. He was insisting that I pick him up at 7 a.m. And I said, come on back and let me take you now. No, it's got to be 7 a.m. I said, okay, I love you. And I don't want you to wait too long, because last time you almost waited too long. We almost lost you. And when I hung up with him, I told the lady I was sitting on the front porch with, I said, I just saw him alive for the last time. And if you went back through my videos, or if you were watching my videos at that time when I was making videos, I had to go to the doctor about 2 or 3 days before he died. And I hit like 7 or 8 roadblocks. And I told the lady when I came back, and the collective, I said, something's about to happen that I don't want to have to do, but I ain't got no choice. It was all in the videos. Everybody saw it. Anyway, I don't know how all that factors into your situation, and I hope and pray to God that it doesn't factor in like that. But that drinking ain't no joke, baby. Just because it's legal don't mean it's not lethal. And it took my husband away from me, and he's gone now forever. And the only way I can see him now is in the spirit world, with a lot of other loved ones that I've lost along the way. So I'm sorry that you're struggling with alcoholism somewhere in your family, probably. I'm going to pull a few cards real quick, and we're going to get started, okay? You're so welcome. 1111. I saw that today, as a matter of fact. Right now, I got 744 on the clock. That could somehow be significant. All right. What are you doing, Spirit? What are you up to? Why do you have me here tonight with this collective of people? May I see, please? Because somebody has no respect. A lack of respect, but they have happiness. They have no patience, but they have to do what they're told, and they're dishonest. Wow. Okay. This is definitely somebody who drinks. They're dishonest. They have no respect. But see, they're happy because all they do is get drunk. So they don't have to be anything, but they have no patience. And you might have to do what they say. Like, this could be one of your parents. They get drunk all the time and tell you what to do. Wouldn't that be a hard situation to find yourself in? I'm looking for my rocks. What happened to my rocks? Oh, here they are. I'm going to pull rocks on these cards and see what comes out. Thank you for those of you who have liked the video and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate it. Share the content with your friends if you will. Alright, why is respect in reverse? Because of being inspired and feeling blessed. Now, how is that? They have no respect, but they're inspired and feeling blessed. I don't think this is you. Maybe you're being inspired and feeling blessed even though somebody has no respect for you. Maybe you're having joy also. Why is joy here? It's been like this for a while now. Because of your belief, your acceptance. See, you're accepting what's going on here. And you have honor and you love this person. You're dealing with somebody else's addiction. And you're being inspired and blessed even though there's no respect. Okay, why is obedience here? 7:47 on the clock now. Because this is a friend that you trust. There's courage and health. So you want this person to listen. This is a friend that's trustworthy and has a lot of courage, and they want you to get healthy. So this person is trying. I feel that you are trying to help somebody who maybe has no self-respect. Remember, I am just an imbecile, a worthless liar. This person may not have any respect for themselves, and you're trying to inspire them to know that you're worth more than this. I feel that you're somebody who's trying to help a friend stop doing something that's harming them. Alright, why is patience here? In reverse, no doubt. Because of trust, again, your faith, and your money. So this person lost their patience because of trust, faith, and money. So this person may have actually stolen money from you, or somehow wealth. They've lost their patience with money somehow, trust and faith. Alright. Why is there no honesty? Because you remember we had honesty back there. Because of somebody's dream, a commitment, and their joy. So when it comes to the joy over here, there's no honesty about your love, acceptance, belief, and honor. No honesty about your dream, your commitment, and this joy. Somebody gets it. And I stopped questioning spirit a long, long time ago. And when somebody drinks too much, it causes character defects real bad. So I feel that this person can probably be a very nice person when they're either drinking or, very nice when they're not. Some people become a different person and, like, they get mean. They become a mean drunk. Some people are happy drunk. It just depends on who you're dealing with. But I think this person is somebody who goes back and forth. And when they're not sloppy ass drunk, you're trying to get them to believe in themselves. To know that you're there for them. And you want them to be healthy. I think they trust you also. Alright, show me what's going on. How this happened. Somebody said, F your job. Work is important, yes, but your partner is more important. So this could have been a friend or relative or somebody. And they just up and quit their job, or they said you work too much or something like that. What's being hidden? You might have quit your job to take care of somebody. That interrupting is for a-holes. Let them finish. So secretly somebody got interrupted. What do you mean they got interrupted? They wouldn't check themselves, and they weren't hot, smart, and have a great ass. So this person was not all that anymore. Like, they might have thought they were, and they needed to check themselves. I'm not sure what's being shown. That didn't give me much. That your boundaries are not trash. So you have good boundaries with this person. Somehow this person is ugly. It's like this drinking could have taken a toll on their life, and they don't take care of themselves at all. And secretly there's interrupting going on. Alright, what's going to happen next? You got good boundaries though. People are messy, love them anyway, and aren't they though? And pack your bags. So somehow you're going to leave to go somewhere. You're going to go on a trip or something. Or you might be moving out. Because you did not F up. Or maybe you don't want to F up. Why are you packing your bags? Because somebody was still waiting. Somebody's been waiting, and you don't want to keep that person waiting, so you're packing your bags, and you can't deal with this anymore. So you're leaving this person because you can't deal with this anymore. Yeah, you're separating from this person. You can't take this anymore. Oh, we're having severe weather outside. Let me go see what's going on. I just got a severe weather alert. It must be for later tonight because I don't see any severe weather. Okay, so right now what I'm seeing is somebody's dealing with somebody who has a drinking problem, and they're going to get away from them because they can't take their drinking problem anymore. They are disrespectful, impatient, dishonest, you name it, they got it. And you're over it. Like, you've been trying to be inspiring and encourage this person, but you can't do it anymore, and you can't do it. They have to want it for themselves. You can't want it for them. Alright, so what's going down here, Spirit? May I see, please? What's going to happen? Show me how this happened. Somebody wanted to reconcile, or they're going to want to reconcile. Alright, and what's being hidden? That this is a dying love, and you have too many differences. There could be all kinds of differences here. You could be like, one could be older than the other. This could be a parent and child. It could be like, you know, different races, different religions, different cultures. Just the fact that they drink all the time and you're sober. I mean, that's a difference right there. But this love is dying and there's differences. That's what's being hidden. And what's being shown, whoops, that fell on the floor. That you're not a player and you're not desperate. So that's good to know. Alright, what are you going to do next? Somebody's going to be real stubborn and act like they're clueless. Somebody's going to say, you first. I'm not moving. You know where to find me. They are the one who drinks. Let me show you why I say that. They got wine in their hand, wine in one hand, a rose in another. They may look like one of these men, or you might, and they're like, I'm not moving. You know where to find me. But see, somebody else is packing their bags. So somebody's moving and you don't know it. You're clueless because you're sitting around here being stubborn, acting like Mr. Big Shot. I call the shots around here. But truly, you're clueless because this person doesn't want to reconcile with you. They've let you go. They ain't playing with you no more. They're not desperate. To be with you is to be desperate. They're not desperate. outcome of you leaving this person? Whoa. This person is not hard to read, and they're not telepathic. And somebody can't make any silent moves. Why is that important to know, Spirit? Because somebody's pretending like they are. So this person is putting on a show like they have these telepathic gifts. They don't. Why are they doing that? Because of self-pleasing and not learning their lesson. When it comes to, look, they stopped escaping. So you're with somebody, this person isn't even having sex with you anymore because of this drinking and drugging. They've been doing it so long now that they can't even use their equipment. 755 on the clock now. Something about them double digits. All right, anything else we need to know here? Take it slow. Spirit said you're coming up with a strategy, and you don't have a strategy, and you don't want to be haunted about this. Well, let me tell you something. You can't erase this person from your life. So you may have children with them, or somehow they're family or something. Spirit saying just take it slow, and there's gonna be, like I told you, my husband died from his alcoholism. You're trying not to be haunted by this person's drinking. But based on the reading and based on the songs that I was getting, you're going to be haunted by this. I mean, it's going to be haunting. Or you may be haunted because you didn't have a strategy and you were taking it too slow. What was the outcome? You weren't worried. Why were you not worried? This is because you had your friend support. You had a friend that was supporting you, and they were like helping you when it came to this being all in your head. How did they help you with it being all in your head? They helped you when you were undecided about your family. Whether this was your family or not, they helped you to decide where you were undecided. And there was some gossip that nobody really wanted to talk about. This could be gossip from the past. Like, this might not be anything recent, but there is some gossip showing up. So let's see if we can, I'm going to see what it comes out of here first. What's the gossip, Spirit? That somebody wants to set the record straight about a crush. Alright, set the record straight about that. That somebody is a hater, and that somebody is a great actor and putting on a show. What's the truth about the crush? That somebody's coming in after you and you know it and you're insecure. Or maybe you're just insecure and think that this person has a crush. And it looks like you hate, oh yeah, there it is right there. Doing those drugs, drinking that alcohol is causing you to be insecure and to think that somebody's coming in after you and that somebody's a great actor. And you hate somebody because of a crush. How does the person with the crush feel about you? Like you're the player or you're a player into games, into sports. The player, so you're the player over here. Why do they feel like you're a player? Because of a fake apology, betrayal, and you needing to check yourself. Remember over here, you wouldn't check yourself? You thought you were hot, smart, and had a great ass, and you needed to check yourself. You made a fake apology, you betrayed this person's trust, and you needed to check yourself. And look, shit's about to explode. What's going to happen when shit explodes? It's going to be a nightmare, and somebody's going to run away. What happens when they run away, Spirit? That shit's going to keep right on exploding. So whatever happened, holy shit. And there might be a movie date involved somehow. Family time. Somebody's busy. Lord have mercy. Y'all done got yourselves in a mess right here now. I would get out of this mess. I would go ahead and pack my bags too. If you ain't already got you a suitcase sitting somewhere waiting by the door or somewhere hidden in a closet somewhere, you're a damn fool. That's all I got to say to you. Because this is fixing to explode into something you never thought was going to explode. And that's just gossip that nobody even wants to tell you. Like, you already know this. They don't have to tell you. Okay, let's find out what's going on here. What's going on in the astro realm, Spirit? What's going on above our heads? Somebody is not using good judgment when it comes to hope. So they think there's hope, there's not hope. Alright, what's the energy to overcome? You're soul searching and you've lost your patience. So whatever you're seeing in your soul, you've lost your patience with it. What's going to pull it together? The Hanged Man. So you're going to see something differently, and that devil on the bottom of the deck. We see that devil at play here big time, did we not? Alright, talk to me, Spirit. Why is the star here with no good judgment? Because of there's a fight. Somebody is having a very bad conflict, or has had in the past a conflict, and they were arrogant and wasteful. They probably drank too much. Why is there a star here? Because of a Queen of Wands who is all in determined. Alright, why is she using bad judgment? Because somebody has no love for this person whatsoever. This person is determined. What are they determined? They're determined that they are going to move real fast forward. Where are they moving so fast about? Why? What? They ain't gonna get nothing out of it. Whatever this fast movement this Leo's making is, they ain't gonna get shit out of it. It could be a Sagittarius, but whatever they're trying to accomplish here, they're not gonna accomplish it. And it's because they're using bad judgment. Somebody has no love for them. Why don't they have any love for them? Because they've disappointed them. You've disappointed the hell out of me. And why is the Hermit here? Somebody's soul searching about all of this. Right there, it is. Okay. Because you want to make real fast plans, but you're holding something back. What are they holding back? The Knight of Wands is here. There's a Sagittarius here. They're holding back about a person. What's the truth about the person, the Sagittarius, that really they have a crush on them? Remember it said they had a crush? Why have they lost their patience? Because they're not seeing this from a different perspective like you are. Why are they not seeing it from a different perspective? Because it's got them in their feelings big time. And they want their independence because they have a crush on this Sagittarius. And why is the Hangman over here? Because of what they're seeing in the Hermit mode. It's all coming back. They are seeing that they have a new love, but this is causing them to feel a lot of stress because they're going to have to lose a lot in order to have this new love. And why is the devil on the bottom of the deck? Because that's what their bad judgment is about, is that devil. Remember we talked about all of the drinking being bad judgment. There's no love anymore because you've disappointed this person. Somebody has two different color eyes, brown and like a greenish yellow or something. Why are your feelings down here? Because of that star up there and somebody lying to you. What did they tell you when they lied? That they were manipulating and were not moving on towards an empress. So they lied to you by telling you that somebody was manipulating and that they were not moving on to an empress. What's the truth? That there's a Queen of Cups involved. Why is she here? Because of fill in the blank. So there's two women here. One of them is an empress. It could be a mother-daughter. One of them manipulated and said they were going to change, but they didn't. This could be the one who drinks too much right here. What does that have to do with the empress? That's the one they lied about. Spirit making it very clear. These are friends of yours. So they lied about this divine feminine. There's a lot of shit's about to explode. Just go ahead and pack you a suitcase. Go ahead and call you an Uber or whatever you got to do. Put one on standby. Because I see that shit's about to go south for somebody here. I see that. What would this person say to the collective? Damn, they got a lot to say. You're the missing puzzle piece that makes me feel like I'm right where I belong. I won't stay very long. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make a very difficult decision and it involves you. As more time passes, I feel a deeper void without you in my life. And I feel like you've moved on without me, and that's difficult for me to see. You've been thinking about me because I've been thinking about you and we're connected. What would the other person say back? They don't have much to say. I'm staying away from you because the last thing I want to do is hurt you. So I feel like if I get around you, I might hurt you. And I don't know. So this person doesn't feel the same way you do. I'll tell you that right now. They don't have much love for you at all. They feel like if you come around, it's going to be a knuckle sandwich for somebody. You ever had a knuckle sandwich? Because they don't know. They might not know. Like, they might not know any of this is even happening. But they don't have no love for you because they would give you one of these. Alright, Spirit. What is it that you want us to know from all of this? What is it that's blocking these? What is the block here? Besides the drinking. Somebody's hiding their feelings. And they don't want to be neglecting themselves anymore. Or somebody's hiding their feelings about how someone else neglects themselves. Alright, what else? It's lust, not love. Anything else? Somebody's too busy and they're always being the victim. And this is all just too much. That sounds like a drunk, don't it? Hiding their feelings about neglecting themselves. So they're telling people they take good care of themselves. They're not in love. This is just lust. They're too busy being the victim. And this is all too much. I wouldn't want to get involved in that at all. Alright, what's going on with the money here? Oh, that's what you don't have a strategy about yet. Remember you were coming up with a strategy, you didn't want to be haunted? It has something to do with the past that you can't talk about. Spirit says silence. So when Spirit says silence, we don't speak on it anymore. Somebody, for some reason, somebody's money might come to a halt when they end up alone. But you're not exploring. You're not looking for this. So somebody is keeping something secret, big time. And it has to do with a strategy when it comes to the past. You ever had a strategy about the past? Have you ever had an exit strategy away from somebody because you were tired of their drinking? You were putting little bits of money aside so you could get away from their ass? Here's your guidance right here. Oh, baby. Sorry, I'm yawning. Right now, you got to be there for you, and there's a truth that's got to be told. And this is somebody who is very, very special. They're not just an average person. They're very special. Alright, be there for you. It's time to let yourself off the hook. Don't interpret the behavior of other people or circumstances outside of your control to indicate something negative about you. Forgive yourself for anything you feel you have done wrong. You can learn from your choices more easily if you stop punishing yourself whenever you feel like you've made a mistake. Even the decisions we regret can help us grow wiser when we swap judgment for compassion. Sometimes we can only learn what we need to know from what doesn't work out so well at the time. Forgive yourself, have your own back, and be good to you. I'm yawning big time now. It's time for me to go to bed. And now, angel of truth. This is what, when it comes to that person that lied about that empress, this is what's what with that. The truth wants to be told, needs to be heard. It may seem like the whole world wants to believe in a lie, and so you wonder if you are crazy. If you're the only one who is thinking differently and desiring the real story to emerge. Yet those who fight against the truth are even more in need of it. There can be no healing, no freedom, no moving on without it. You're going to be blessed with the truth revealed, a realization about yourself, the world, or others that will bring you relief. It will happen in the right time. It will set your soul free. And that was 42. This is 32. And it says Queen of Hearts. Remember the Queen of Cups? This is the Queen of Cups. Your heart has been chosen by the divine to be a temple of spiritual light, an inner place where grace and healing can dwell. This is a very special place. A temple is kept clean and pure, scented with sacred perfumes of incense, made beautiful with our feelings of reverence and love for the Spirit, kept uncluttered and spacious, so that as much spiritual presence as possible can enter. When Spirit enters and fills the temple of the heart, things of extraordinary beauty take place. Even the apparently impossible become possible. Clear your heart temple with forgiveness, gratitude, and love for the Spirit, so it can fulfill its divine destiny of being a sacred channel for beautiful divine grace. And see, that was that heart fog that I was talking about earlier. Somebody's getting real sleepy because I'm starting to channel somebody's sleepiness. Who are you talking to, Spirit? Some black feathers could be significant. KNQMGUV, Aries, Venus, and number 6. I'm gonna go a couple more times. L, Jupiter, Sagittarius. This is Jupiter, that's Sagittarius. MKMDAT. Damn. LKMMDTA 2, Jupiter, Sagittarius. How many times have I yawned now in the last 5 minutes? Jupiter again. Libra, UQ10ABJMP. Alright, if you did not hear her initials, that's not a big deal. Spirit just sometimes gives somebody a little extra something, something. And it might be you that gets it next time. You know what I'm saying? It's nice when that happens. It's real nice when that happens. Alright, let me get my trinket bowl. I'm just going to use one, I think. What's this? I like these little trinkets. I've had them forever. Alright, what would you say out of this bowl that would make us know who you're talking to, Holy Spirit? Uh-oh. Somebody has a paper clip for some reason. There's a broken ring. Broken promise, maybe. A motorcycle riding skeleton. A dragonfly. A flamingo. Keep getting this flamingo. Somebody understands it. I got somebody's cat. Kitty cat. You might be into kitty cats. I got a cross. I got, it looks like some kind of flower. I got a star. A butterfly. A shell. Your name could be Shell. And what is that? Oh, wow. It's an apple. You might have an iPhone, or it took a bite out of it. Somebody took a bite out of some temptation, and now they're struggling with alcoholism. And you took a bite out of that tempting apple, and now you're stuck with that poison in your spirit. And then we have an elephant with a heart on its trunk. Alright, anything out of this bowl, Spirit? Alright, I got a Chinese thing. It says, they're so old. Consider your impressions and follow them once in a while. A piece of smoky quartz and some other kind of crystal. 2 identical horses and an arrow. So, you could definitely have a Sagittarius here for sure. We did have one here, in fact. And then we have an angel. I can't stop going. Alright, let's see what your best friend would say, and then we're going to close. I got to go to bed, y'all. Work is whipping my ass. I got in trouble at work today. I did something stupid. I owned up to it, though. Best friend, what would you say? I'm not in trouble. Celebrate your successes. You ain't got time for that. And that's exactly how I felt about work today. I did something because I was told to do it, but not by the right person. And it makes all the difference who you listen to, doesn't it? My boss wasn't at work when it happened, and I didn't have access to him, and I had to make an executive decision, and I made the wrong one. But you know, that's what happens, and we learn from our mistakes, and then you don't make them again. Because I should have just waited till she came back. But I got some people that can fix it, that are helping me get it fixed, and we'll get it fixed, and it won't be the last mistake I make, I can promise you that. And it damn sure wasn't the first one. Alright, I think that's going to be a wrap. I hope you got something out of it, and that you'll let me know by liking, sharing, subscribing. What does Noah think about you? Your cat just yawned. Anonymous, I'm going to see, okay? I'm going to do my best to find out. What does Noah think about you? What does Noah think about Anonymous, Spirit? May we see the truth about Noah's thoughts. He thinks that there's healing and no distractions. And it's not only you. Somehow healing, listen to your intuition, Anonymous. He thinks healing, no distractions. Maybe he thinks you're healing and you don't want to get sidetracked from that. Because it wasn't only you. That's what he thinks. He thinks that you're healing and you don't want to get sidetracked. How does he feel about a relationship? He wants a second chance with no stress. It's not hopeless. That's the truth. Okay, Anonymous? No one wants a second chance. Give it a try. Reach out and see what happens. Okay, I love you guys. I wish I could stay longer, but I'm really tired. I'm just getting sleepy. Any spiritual gifts operating here? We have protection when it comes to going through the wrong door. So, and look, there's also a baby involved. Somehow you're protected from going through the wrong door. Anything else? You're being protected from the wrong doorway. Somehow a house. There's something going on with somebody's house. Good night, baby. Thank y'all for being here. I love you guys. See y'all. I'll see y'all the weekend. And also, somebody's a Phoenix rising. Alright, you guys have a wonderful night, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for being here and for liking, subscribing, and sharing. Take care. Namaste.